What up, y'all? More bullshit going on. I'm fucking mad again. I used to be a social queen. Now I'm terrified of people. There's a word for that. It's outgoing. You're not a social queen. You're just friendly. Y'all have taken the word queen and wrung it out like a wet towel, and I am standing in the puddle of this. There's a lot of people I wouldn't put on my record. AZALEA, absolutely not. She had a complete disregard for black culture. Fucking moron. I watched her career dissolve and it fascinated me. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is your problem? That's like some shit that I would say. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you trying to do my job here? Cause I can do my fucking job here. What the fuck gave you the idea that you could step into these bedtime slippers? You're not good at it, you stink ass bitch. I'll show you how it's done. You stick with the cringe Harry Potter bullshit and I'll do my fucking job. Second off, this is the first thing and there's just infinite stuff wrong with this. That's so fake. That is so fake. Oh, you're an expert in black culture, Halsey? What involvement with black culture do you have to where you're flying up out of your seat? Leave black people alone, dude. I don't think they need a blue-haired woman swooping down and rescuing all of them from whatever terms other blue-haired white women came up with. It was taken out of context, blah, 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 taken out of context. I don't regret the Iggy comments, sorry. And then she deleted that tweet. So it looks like you do regret the whatever. I'm about to mansplain this next section. Halsey, sweetheart, let's take a minute to breathe when we get triggered really hard, okay? There's a lot on the line, dollface, so let's take a second to think about what we say before we say it. Social queen. You said you had bipolar disorder. Whatever, whatever. As far as this taken out of context thing that all of you dumbass pop stars seem to have this impossibly difficult, unsolvable Da Vinci Code riddle that defeats you every time.
It was taken out of context. And it was taken out of context.
You know how they twist and turn. They like a lot of people twist your words up.
Why don't you just bring a camcorder into every interview and film the whole thing yourself? That way, when things inevitably get taken out of context, you upload the context. Problem solved. Your name is cleared and the news outlet is held accountable for their shitty news practices. That's called critical thinking. Don't act like you're fucking smart. Y'all all act like you're so fucking smart and you preach to us like, oh, this is the way that this should be. Fuck it, I'll break it down even further. The reason they don't do this isn't because they're too stupid to consider it. It's because then they could no longer use taken out of context as an excuse every other week when they fly off the handle and make permanent statements based off of short-term emotions, displaying a clear, unshakable incompetence more stable than their self-control and their actual passion for validating, crediting, and spreading the message that they told everyone they care so much about. Because if that falls through, what the fuck are we gonna use to sell our music? What, talent? We don't have this. We gotta use messages and shit like this. We gotta manipulate people. You know what the context of that Iggy Azalea thing was? She got backlash for featuring QUAVO. No shit, Migos are fucking terrible. That man is the shittest artist I've seen in 10 years. But that's not why people were mad. They were mad because QUAVO said some anti-gay shit. Some other rapper came out as gay and they asked Migos about it and they were like, man, the world's fucked up, dude. Shit isn't right, man. Obviously, they're fucking terrible people. Oh, you mean to tell me Migos aren't good people?
What are your thoughts about that? You know, the LGBT community is something that you guys mess with.
We all make great music. That's it.
Look, if Halsey's not allowed to collaborate with anyone who said something she's against, we'll be here all day. Get the fucking list out. We'll start by removing her biggest song and all 5 of her awards. It's not even that you're wrong. Iggy Azalea is a fucking moron. But not for that. Now you're a fucking moron. I think QUAVO's misunderstood. Just because I choose to be a socially conscious artist, and I'm pretty good at it, doesn't mean every artist is going to be equipped to be politically correct. Equip? What equipment do you need to be politically correct? Whatever equipment that is, he can afford 1,000 of it. The fact is, Halsey, he does not give a fuck about this. It's not a problem in his life. He's not worried about it. And it doesn't matter. The only people that care that you worked with someone who holds different values is your little army of brainwashed henchmen that you fucking gave guns to. So when they all turn around and the guns are pointed at you, I don't fucking feel sorry for you. I don't think he's inherently homophobic. I don't think you know what the word inherently means, Halsey, because if he was inherently homophobic, that would be a good excuse. He can't help it, he's inherently homophobic. I think he's in a tough place of trying to explain what he means. He's just in a tough place. Iggy Azalea, though? Fuck her! No! No excuses for this! Halsey refused to let Katy Perry sing her bisexual love song. I fucking hate this. The label was like, what about Katy Perry? Yeah, she kisses girls and likes it or whatever. She's woke or whatever. No, that's a false feminist. I'm a real feminist. I was like, I'm not putting an artist on this song unless they're fucking gay. Here's what really gets me. When she comes under fire for the QUAVO feature, she goes, look, we've never spoken a word to each other, okay? I don't fucking know the guy. I didn't know he said this. You've never spoken a word to him. He's got a verse on the album. What the fuck do you mean? You're not off the hook from this. It's a concept album. What the fuck kind of process is this? I'm fucking mad about this. How am I supposed to believe that you give a shit about your music now? But you made sure not to feature Katy Perry. So when it comes to being a super feminist to the public, you're hands-on. But when it comes to the music, you couldn't give a fuck less. Awesome. What a good artist. If you see music as a vehicle for your bullshit beliefs, you should fucking kill yourself. You should get a rope, tie it around your neck, and fucking end your life. No wonder QUAVO's verses are shit heaps every time. He's got no fucking idea what's going on. Halsey calls out Demi Lovato for exploiting bisexuality in her lyrics. It appears Demi Lovato and Halsey are not cool for the summer. Where's my promotion? Where's the promotion? I'm the best journalist. What really makes me fucking mad is that I'm too young to die. If I was like 50 something, I'd be out of here. I'd be peacing out. Ice caps melting, overpopulation and shit. Whatever comes after our existence has to be better than this. It's bisexuality as a taboo. Don't tell your mom, or we shouldn't do this, or this feels so wrong but it's so right.
It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Don't tell your mother.
That narrative is so fucking damaging to bisexuality and its place in society. That's something I've had to fight my whole life and something I still fight. I still see people on the internet saying, of course Halsey says she's bisexual. It'll help her sell albums. Oh! There's so much wrong with this! That's something I've had to fight my whole life and something I still fight. Well, you're just the queen of not exploiting bisexuality in your music, aren't you? Thank you so much, Halsey. You're such a hero. You're very noble. I really look up to you for that. Because I remember some really fucking interesting things about your career. I remember the album you put out a month ago that has 2 songs about a bisexual relationship, about experimenting with it, that does all the shit that you're fucking mad about in this. Artist making bisexual things? Hang on. Whoa, hang on. You're not bisexual, I'm bisexual. Exploiting bisexuality in music. That is such a stupid thing to act like you're mad about in order to try and position yourself as a social hero. Biphobia. First time I've heard that term. The straight community. The straight community? First time I've heard that term, too. Bisexuality is the mildest, most universally accepted thing ever. Raise your hand if you hate when 2 girls make out. Bisexuality, you're not excluded from anything. You're included in more shit. You're not in a minority. You're in both the majority and the minority. You're both of them. It's not even visible. You can be straight when you want to, and you can be gay when you want to. These types of songs are so fucking damaging to bisexuality and its place in society. It's like saying tennis players have no place in society. It's just being sexually attracted to both genders. What do you want? I don't understand. What's the change you're trying to make here? Ow! It is now my life mission to stop people like me from being smacked in the forehead. How long are we gonna let this continue? What? If you didn't want to be smacked in the forehead, why did you swing your open palm at your fucking face? Who here, raise your hand if you don't want to be smacked in the forehead. That means you're on my side, you're on my team. Those people are the enemies. And quick side note, I also sell music, so it actually supports the movement a lot if you buy the albums and stream them and download. Am I fucking crazy? Am I fucking crazy? The problem with you making yourself a victim is that for every victim there has to be a perpetrator. So every time that you feel like the world is against you, you're assigning evil deeds on someone who's not actually done any. And then when people don't appreciate it, you're like, see, they don't fucking like me. Because you're villainizing people in order to get sympathy for yourself and look like a good person. It's like a cheap way of looking like a good person. Just do good deeds and you'll be seen as a good person. Don't fucking try and trick You want to get away with still being a fucking awful person and looking like a good person. Fuck you. that artist. That narrative is so fucking damaging. You know what's an actually damaging narrative? When you have a song on your brand new album that says double cupping in the ride, motherfucker, don't play with me. And you're making drunk driving look like a cool thing. That's actually damaging. That's an actually damaging narrative. Especially coming from someone who's in a role model position with all your young fans. That's fucked up. So while you're trying to be fucking cool and aesthetic, fuck my parents, we're the new Americana, and you T-bone a family and their little girl dies, it's actually not fucking awesome. It's actually not fucking dope. Like bisexuality is some disease that you suffer from every day and you fight valiantly to make it okay for other all you've ever done is benefit from this and the image with which it allows you to sell yourself. Now Halsey is lying, denying completely that she ever dissed Demi Lovato, blaming the interviewer and the media completely for creating female feuds for clicks, when in reality, that's you, sister. Oh, did Demi have that exact line that I brought up and used in the conversation as an example of what I fucking hate? I don't know, I'm not involved in music, why would I know that? Oh, Cool for the Summer? I never heard of it. It's not like it was certified double platinum, hit at number 11 on the fucking chart, couldn't drive 15 minutes away without it popping up on the radio twice, nominated twice, won an award, hundreds of millions of views, but every other woman in pop music? I keep track of when their albums are coming out and I look at where they place on the charts.
You've got Kendrick Lamar, Drake, The Chainsmokers, Ed Sheeran. I had the #1 record, KATY had a #1 record, and now Lord's having a #1 record. I know Lana's set to release this summer. I'm sure Miley's gonna be putting out something as well. Also, SZA had her moment in the US.
You wouldn't try and say some shit like this unless you really were confident that all your fans were fucking stupid and you had complete control over them. This is that kind of deceit and fucking shittiness that I'm talking about. You have no respect for your fans' intelligence by doing this. Anyway, Demi Lovato, thanks for the text back that everything's all good and you know what I meant, but keep letting the press drag me in your benefit. Immediately start shit. Why'd you go back to Twitter? Keep this within the text. You already made it to the text. Don't go back to the Twitter. By the way, that's not your skin tone. like what the hell does that illustrate that you chose the wrong frickin' thing? You're white, Halsey, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're evil. I mean, in this case, I'm not confident, but... Get your shit together, Halsey. You're too talented for all this. Halsey argued with the needle drop on Twitter. What the fuck are you doing? Take a step back and ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Basically, somebody called Halsey a pop star and she was like, this is about women. Women are, you know what? Women are more likely to be labeled pop stars than men. You know what? This is a women thing. Look at fucking Kendrick Lamar. He's done a Taylor Swift feature, Maroon 5, and a Sia feature, and no one calls him a pop star. First off, stop attacking artists, you desperate psychotic dick sack. It's not your fucking job, you suck ass at it. Every artist you attack, you're attacking yourself, you piece of shit, you fucking asswipe of an artist. Second off, Kendrick Lamar is a fucking rapper. Are you serious? The reason Kendrick Lamar is not considered a pop star is not because he has a fucking dick and balls, it's because he's a rapper. That's a different genre. Like, what the f***? You're so deluded and stupid. I would never hit a girl. That's where we're gonna leave that. Yep, you're a pop star. The fact that you're insulted by the thought of being involved in the pop genre. We love pop music. We love pop music. Everyone who loves you loves pop music because you are pop music. So why would you do this? You don't respect music and you're a fucking musician. Get a gun, put it in your and blow your fucking.
People were saying, you know, pop star, pop star, pop star, pop star. How can I have that label but still, you know, be an artist who's in control of her own narrative. Narrative. Where are these people's publicists? Where are these people's agents? These artists are running around doing a bunch of shit. Isn't there somebody who's supposed to be like, don't post that? That's fucking stupid. Aha! So she does have one, and he does look after the tweets. So what the fuck? So she attacks Katy Perry for exploiting bisexuality, fetishizing it or whatever, to try and gain shock value for her breakout single to further her career at the expense of the bisexual community, right? She promised that when it's released, the video is not going to be me and Lauren half naked in a bed making out with each other, which is exactly what everybody fucking wants.
Yeah, it should be on aisle 4.
Okay, cool. Just so I can like look at myself before I judge other people. Yeah, sweet. Appreciate it. Voice of a generation. Oh, now find me in the bed with making out with an artist. I can't believe you fucking said this. I cannot believe my 2 ears. I can't believe you fucking said these words out of your mouth to an interviewer. Dude, this chair just fucking broke. 2 ears. This was a damaging narrative. This is a damaging charative. Ow. Oh, this connecting thing right here snapped the fucking half. Now what? Now where do I sit? This is bullshit. Pop stars weren't like this. Pop stars were not always like this. The video is not going to be me and Lauren half naked in a bed making out with each other, which is exactly what everybody fucking wants. Halsey's own breakout music video is literally her and another girl half naked in a bed making out with each other the whole time.
Sure no good for me, 'cause I'm always talking, not receiving. I swear I hate you when you leave, but I like it anyway. My ghost, where did you go? I can't.
Like, you have to be fucking psychotic. You have to think of yourself as some kind of fucking angel that is without sin for you to not consider that your own debut fucking... I can't fucking... like, I'm in disbelief. I am in a never before felt state of disbelief at your lack of intellect and integrity as a human as well as an artist. This is a mirror, Halsey. It lets you look at yourself before you say shit about other people. This was $5. Run to the fucking Walgreens before you do interviews. Mirror, mirror in my hand. Who's the most self-righteous cunt in the land?
You were red, and you liked me because I was blue. You touched me and...
Hang on, this isn't funny. You fucking bitch! You fucking bitch! You should just take a knife and just fucking... Just fuck this person. Fuck this fucking politician. And it shouldn't be called Pixie Cut, by the way. That's like too cute of a name for this fucking loathsome, unsightly, hideous, revolting, repulsive, repellent, appalling abomination of a fucking hairstyle. You look like fucking... Newsflash! When Katy Perry did it, it was a culture shock. Your shit is fucking worthless. Nobody cares that you're bisexual. Newsflash! You're fucking useless. Newsflash! You're fucking worthless. I mean, fuck, Halsey! I really liked you. This is fucking bullshit. Look at what you're putting one of your fans through. My virtue, honor, and integrity, or Halsey's music? I can't kill off my moral barometer for you. I won't do that. So I have to hate you, and I'm gladly. Fuck this artist. Voice of a generation? I'm 2 years younger than you, and I'm saying fuck this artist. You are not the voice of fucking Jack Bick with your bullshit and your fucking lies. You're a fucking liar. You fucking lie. What a shitty fucking haircut.
The positive thing, though, I think right now is that I had the #1 record, Katy had a #1 record, and now Lord's having a #1 record. So it's back to back to back women. I know Lana's set to release this summer. I'm sure Miley's gonna be putting out something as well. So I think that this summer women are gonna take charge once again. You know, so all we can continue to do is like shine a light on female artists that we love and, you know, give them the exposure and visibility they deserve.
Why do you see shit like this? Since when have female artists not been successful in the music industry?
When I found out that I was the first female #1, I was pissed. Like, everyone thought that I'd be excited, and I was, but I was also like, well, I think there's so many women who've put out better albums than me who deserve that.
Never say that. Never say that. Never ever say that. If you can't stand by Halsey's music, you're fucking Halsey. You are fucking Halsey. If you feel like you're not fully making the best music possible, then get the fuck out of my ears. I'm not wasting my time on your half-assed fucking music. You know how irritating this is? There's a complete lack of spirit here. This doesn't mean Halsey doesn't work hard on her music or care about it, but all this stuff accumulating really makes it seem like music takes a backseat to whatever political fucking issues, and you contradict them in your fucking actions repeatedly, so it's hard to believe that you actually care.
Would you describe yourself as a feminist?
A feminist? Yeah, actually, it just means that I love myself as a female and I also love men.
It just simply means that you believe that women and men should have equal rights and opportunities.
It's not even that I'm a feminist. I'm for anybody. I'm for everybody, for anything.
You know, it doesn't really hurt men if I hate them, but it hurts women to hate women.
It affects everyone because it's
not
like
just
whether
women.
No, not just women.
So many girls out there say I'm not a feminist because they think it means something angry or disgruntled.
I guess a lot of people like to call me a man-hater, which I happily am.
I feel like I'm one of the biggest feminists, in the world, because I tell women to not be scared of anything.
I love boys.
Yeah,
they're great. People have so many misperceptions of what it actually is. I love boys, but I love women.
We have to stop being so interested in seeing girls try to tear each other down. It has to be more about cheering each other on as women.
Guys get to show their titties on the beach. Why can't we? It's just like, I don't understand the double standard.
It's not about being above men. It's about being equal to men.
So I am not a feminist, but I do believe in the strengths of women.
What the hell is going on? This is too complicated. There's like 8 different feminisms. I don't know what do you want me to support here? You're yelling at people for like 10 different conflicting things. Don't get mad when we don't understand, lose interest, and then get turned off to it. If you truly want little girls to grow up empowered, which at this point I don't believe any of you do, how about you make it to where they don't turn on the TV and see 30 hypocritical douchebags with vaginas every time? Shit, without fail. Your whole career has been built upon you being this edgy, rebellious, bisexual, new Americana character. And you're fucking ignorant. You are fucking ignorant. And that's the meteoric irony here. The same fate of every pop star social hero. I hate how fake this shit is. It's so clearly plastic. None of it holds up, and none of it has stood the test of like a year's time. And it murders me to see young people going along with these fucking marketing ploys. From now on, anyone who's bisexual, run it by Halsey first. She'll determine if you're legit and whether or not you're allowed to sing about that aspect of your life. So of course, Demi Lovato responds, because she's an activist as well. She's very passionate about women sticking together and not tearing each other down. I'm just so passionate, I get carried away. I'm so passionate, I just get carried away. Sorry, I'm so passionate. Your passion makes you look like a stupid, narrow-minded fucking child every single time. What has to happen for you to reevaluate your methods? Martin Luther King Jr., I would say he was an activist. He actually succeeded. And when did he ever look like a jackass like this? You think he wasn't passionate? Anyway, you probably could have guessed. Demi tweets out that bullshit defense about record sales. Haha, talk to the record sales. Very telling of her values as an artist and what she thinks is important. If you didn't already know, she's a morally void fuck stain. Good to know that you're confident in your artistry, Demi Lovato, and don't have to base your entire worth on the marketability that other people created in your name, you piece of shit. What's wrong with being confident? What happened to women need to stand together and don't be tearing each other down? Literally not one man involved in this whole fucking mess with 4 artists involved. Are we starting to realize why I don't appreciate when artists use their platform for good and speak up and use their voice to speak about important issues? Nothing they say means anything, not even to them, despite how hard they say it and how hard they try and convince themselves. Don't listen to these people. Do not listen to these people. In conclusion, fuck you, bald bitch. You owe me a chair. If I had a button I could press that kills one random A-list pop star, I would smack it 5 times and sleep well, knowing that I've made a net gain in the honesty and integrity levels of the music industry, and frankly the whole world would see a significant, noticeable difference. We as music listeners give you our trust. We give you the voice and the platform because we want someone to look up to. You take advantage of this, you accept the money, accept the fame, accept the power, accept the influence, and you piss on us. You're not a hero. You're not a pretty good actually, you're at the epitome and the pinnacle of a pretty good socially conscious artist. Hypocrisy and all. It's all there. The worst part about it is, everything would be solved. All these problems would be fixed if you just shut the fuck up. But you can't. That will never happen because any criticism received toward the way you conduct yourself will be chalked up to irrational hatred from the other side of the fence that you built. So fuck this artist. I'm out of here, guys.